Hey everyone, it's Tom, and thanks for coming back to Level 30 Games. I know it's been a while since my last post, and I also know I said a summer schedule would put me on track to do more videos. The truth is, it hasn't. Not because I've been terribly busy, I just haven't found much to inspire me to write. And that's not a knock on the latest Switch releases, but I've been pouring a lot of time into Octopath Traveler still, which I covered a little in the last video, and you should definitely check it out if you haven't, as well as the latest Madden game on PlayStation. On top of all that, my Switch has had some odd technical difficulties that prevented me from playing anything at all. It seems to have stopped for now, but I may just hold out for Nintendo's online service to kick in before I send it in for major repairs. A day one need for cloud saves indeed. So in between my Octopath play sessions and continuing my Madden franchise, I found a few indie games on Switch that I thought I would mention and that you should know about. The first game I put some time into is Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon is a procedurally generated dungeon crawler meets a twin-stickish style shooter. Procedurally generated, if you're not familiar with the term, breaks down to randomly assembled levels. The game has you select a character and runs you through randomly built maps, taking out enemies and bosses, getting upgrades to weapons, and saving people you meet along the way. The goal is to fight through levels of a fortress that protects a mythical gun that can kill the past. Silly, yes, but story does not make it worthy of a recommendation. Personally, I'm not a fan of procedurally generated games. I half enjoy games like Binding of Isaac, but I do love classic shooters that push a run-and-gun mentality. It's why I prefer games like Doom and never really got into Gears of War. The run-and-gun style plays well to the random maps, as you could be less calculated in where you go next. The controls are fluid, and with each run-through you get a better and better understanding of enemy moves and patterns. It makes the gameplay loop more addicting too, as doing another run always begins a promising start. The lottery of upgrades and weapons you find along the way is equally as rewarding. It's a great title to have downloaded on the Switch for a few runs here and there, can be quick. If a game is only as good as its story, then the next one is bonkers. The Adventure Pals would be like if the writers of the Mario and Luigi games or Paper Mario games met the art directors of Castle Crashers and said, let's make a game. The premise is stupid but hilarious in that traditional bad guy Mr. B is kidnapping old people and turning them into hot dogs because, as he says, and I quote, reasons. It's up to you and your giraffe companion along with your pet rock to save the day. If that sounds ridiculous, it is, and if you think the concept is funny, it only gets stranger as you play. The game itself is a traditional platformer with secret areas to be found, i.e. cupcakes to give to a fat cat who in return gives you costume upgrades, with combat being a basic beat-em-up, garnering XP and the ability to upgrade your character. As an experienced gamer, it never gets too difficult, but I found some zen in playing. I had several laughs with all the side quests and characters you meet, everything from a postman who hates delivering mail so much he eats it all, to a giant whale who is too body conscious to travel the world. It has you go on a quest for something fierce to wear. There is tons of charm here, even if the game is slightly easy, and that alone made it a fun playthrough. Also, your giraffe's name is Sparkles, and every time you jump, confetti comes out your butt. If that doesn't sell you on this game, I don't know what will. My last game is equally adorable, but only slightly off the wall, and that is Bomb Chicken. A puzzle platformer with a throwback style, Bomb Chicken does one thing and one thing only: lay bombs. Literally. Every button on the controller lays a bomb. Bombs can be stacked to get to high platforms, kicked to kill enemies or trigger switches, and that's about it. I nabbed this game for sale for about $9, and I'm glad I did because it was fun, albeit simple and easy, but very, very short. There are only 30 levels to get through, the first 10 of which took me about a half an hour to beat. There are gems you can collect to upgrade your life count while you play, and some later levels will have you die multiple times, so this is a nice way to extend your play sessions. The boss fights are fun and add some variety, but the puzzles of the levels are what keep you playing. They are really well designed. The controls are simple but so sharp you'll quickly pick up the fluidity of movement and best way to traverse each stage. If you enjoy speedruns, this could be fun, but sadly the game does not have a level timer. Overall, it's enjoyable, but if you're looking for a meatier experience, chicken, meat. If you're looking for a meatier experience, the $14.99 asking price could be better spent. So that is a wrap for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you yet again for checking out Level 30 Games. Please help get word out about this channel, as I've been looking for small and steady growth since it launched and, well, haven't found it yet. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy making these, far from it in fact, but if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so below and join our lovely community. As always, I appreciate any and all feedback and comments and look forward to seeing you in the next level.